Most agencies are telling you to run ads, do paid ads, give money to Zuckerberg, but where should you actually spend your advertising dollars as a software or mobile app in 2026? Because there's a multitude of platforms and you probably only have a set amount of budget and you want to maximize the amount of budget that you have actually set for paid ads. But where do we go to begin with? And so in this video, I'm going to go over where to spend your ad dollars on your software or mobile app, depending on where you are in the business, and what are my recommendations for spending on each platform and what target ICP that you can expect. And so by the end of this video, you should be able to understand, hey, I have X amount of money in the business and these are the platforms that I should spend it on. Whether it's one platform, two platforms, or three platforms, I'm going to help you come to that conclusion by the end of this video.
You've built your own AI, but you don't know how to sell it. Stop building tools that collect dust. Start deploying infrastructure that collects revenue. This is the AI Sales Academy. Your plug-and-play business starts now.
So, likely right now, as you have a software or mobile app, you're either working with a B2B or B2C audience, right? So if you're a mobile app on the App Store, most of the time you're B2C. If you work with business owners, you're selling your software to business owners, you're B2B, essentially. Let's go for B2B first. If you're B2B, your only two platforms that you should really even think about is Google and Meta, because these are the highest traffic places where people actually have search intent and people are spending their time on. I wouldn't even look at TikTok because TikTok as a platform, think about it, people are only scrolling through. People don't use TikTok on their desktop. People mostly only use TikTok on their phone, and the screen real estate is only so big, right? Versus on Google, you have Google Maps, you have Google Search, you have YouTube. Google has a multitude of platforms where people spend a lot of time on, right? And even Google Drive and then Google Docs. Whereas and Meta is another platform where data can be gathered from the advertiser on Facebook Marketplace, on Facebook, on Instagram. So these companies have a lot of data for you to use to your advantage as an advertiser, which is TikTok doesn't really have that. TikTok more so appeals to a general audience, right? The average consumer. So if you're focusing on a B2B audience, you want to focus on Google and Meta because there's just simply more data. Because when we're working with business owners, their behavior is a lot more sophisticated. They're probably doing more research. And if the platform that you're advertising on doesn't have that data, there's absolutely no point, right? And when we look towards Google, there's a multitude of places we can advertise on. And the ones that I really recommend is doing search ads, right? Bidding on keywords on Google search, because likely for your business, there are keywords that people are searching for. So this is an evergreen way to run ads, and search ads is always a good place to start. The second place is demand generation ads from video content on YouTube. So if you want to utilize video advertisements and run them on YouTube, it would really work to your advantage because you can have a balance of targeting people's search behavior on Google Maps, on YouTube, and then having a video show up based on their search behavior, 1-2 minutes ago, right? Let's say like I'm on Google or Google Maps and looking at cupcakes near me or how to make a cupcake, right? I go to Google to search that. I watch it on YouTube. I look for a cupcake place near me or like a Walmart to buy cupcake supplies. I have that Google search intent behavior, and maybe I don't even go to YouTube. When I go to YouTube, I'm signed in. YouTube will show me an ad with a cupcake company's YouTube ad. And that's the same type of advertising that would work really well, because in the video ad, you can have a particular offer versus when you're running, search ads, you might get people from all kinds of search intent. And you still have all kinds of search intent here, but you can show a particular offer in a YouTube ad. And the second part is Google Display Partners, especially if you're a mobile app, right? So Google has what we call display partners on various mobile apps, on the weather app and all these different things. Maybe you played like Clash of Clans or a game before and an ad pop up for another game. And that's exactly what it is. Google has display partners on other apps. So different apps opt in to have advertising space when things are loading, and that's where you as a software or mobile app brand can advertise as well. So aside from advertising outside of Google search, you can literally advertise your app on other people's apps. So you have an app that's similar to an audience, like maybe have a game that's similar to Clash of Clans. I would just advertise on a Google Display Partner and show my ads there, because people are already in a mobile app. They already have the kind of search behavior intent. They probably would have the propensity to download your app as well. So Google Display Partners is really great, especially if you have a mobile app. Meta, we can run lead generation campaigns, capture leads, set up a meta pixel and conversion tracking in your software, or if you're a mobile app, we can run app promotion campaigns, and we would need to install Meta SDK as well. Now, what happens if you're B2C? On B2C, you have all platforms at your disposal. You can run Google Ads through all these places, just the same as the B2B people, and you would just focus your targeting on different audiences. But the one thing that you have to your advantage, especially if you're a mobile app, is TikTok. Because TikTok is a massively consumer platform. You can run app promotion ads and lead generation. But you also need to understand from all three platforms that, think about when you're using these platforms, what is your intent, right? When people go on TikTok, they're really just there for entertainment. On Facebook, you're going to go see your friends and family. You want to see something visual, your content. On Google, you're really analytical, right? You're looking really objectively to find something, and you treat the information as pretty authoritative. And on Instagram, you do treat different profiles authoritatively as well, because let's say, you follow like a celebrity on Instagram, like you obviously believe everything that you see. But then on TikTok is pretty much strictly for entertainment. You're preying on people to make a rash decision very quickly as they're doom scrolling, right? So, if you're traditionally, that's why there's TikTok Shop, there's e-com brands, is if you have like an app, and you can create a really good ad to get people to take a very quick action, like download your app, buy something, that's where TikTok really dominates. Is it captures people when they're going through, that kind of search intent, right? Not search intent, I would call it the scroll intent. And so I hope this helps you understand what platform to actually use and to start with on advertising. And if you want to look at in-depth details like what budget to set aside, how to set up the campaign, and you don't want to do any of the guesswork yourself and not have an understanding of where your ad dollars are going and doing all the button clicking, is book a call with us below, and we're going to see if we're a good fit to work together. And we've scaled e-com and software brands to 100K per month or more. And so book a call with us below, and we'll see what a good game plan is for you, what platform to choose, what ad spend to basically support on, and we'll see if we're a good fit to work together.